Welcome on into episode 12 of the Fortnite skin series, and I wanted to talk about Master Chief. This should be great. The nostalgia, the reminiscence of 20 years ago when Halo 2 came out. I was not introduced to Halo until I was in 8th grade. I knew what Halo was. I had heard about it. I had seen it. I never played it because in 2004, when Halo 2 came out, I was like, Halo was good. Like, the original Halo was good, but I had never played it. I had no concept. I had no idea of it. But then in the fall, or I don't know what year it was. I don't know what month it was. I know what year it was. I don't remember what month. I want to say it was November or October of 2004 when it first came out. I had a buddy who bought the game. He was freaking out that he bought it. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's see what it is. He started playing, and I was like, oh, this is why everybody loves this game. Something about Halo 2 stuck out to me where I was like, this is the reason why this game, there's a reason why this game is an absolutely iconic brand ever. It's simple. It's a very basic strategy. It's first-person shooter. It really is for the Xbox, the Mario. Halo is the Mario of Xbox, the original Xbox. We're not talking about Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the Xbox whatever after that. I have a PlayStation 5 and I had a PlayStation 4. I had an Xbox 360. I have an original Xbox. It's actually sitting right next to my PlayStation 5 right now. But I remember my buddy having it in his regular Xbox, putting in the Halo 2, and it's starting up in that famous, Bungie intro music where it kind of shoots at you a little bit, and it's a white screen, and then all of a sudden the Halo music pops on, and you're like, oh, this is pleasant. Oh, this is nice. The big ring for Halo 2 pops up in the background. The chorus music in the background is sitting there. It says play game or multiplayer or whatever. Very simple background, very simple menu. You go to campaign, you play. It starts off with a story. And the story, for the time, absolutely magnificent. Beautiful. Put together. Well done. Choreographed. The voices were beautiful. The layout, the maps were beautiful. The guns were fantastic. The difference in the alien side and the human side were wonderful. It was just pleasant. The game was fantastic. And the competitive nature was through the roof. I knew so many people who played Halo who were so intense with the game that I was like, yo, I get it. Like, the multiplayer can get real. You start sniping each other, you start playing with shotguns only, you start playing with the sword, which, by the way, my favorite pickaxe, I know it's not the Halo sword. If they ever brought the Halo sword to this game, I would get it. But when I saw this side blade for the X-Force, I had to get this. It looks just like the sword, except for the fact that it's pink. But they brought Master Chief back around the holidays for December of 2024. And I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, this hadn't been out for, I think, 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. The last time they had brought Master Chief back was like 1,000 days ago, 900 days ago. That was roughly 2-3 years ago. Right? No, 2.5 years ago. That's a long time. And Master Chief is a really, 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 really good skin for ranked, and a really, really good skin in general. Because obviously it is nostalgic as all get up. I mean, in all reality, you can't beat it. It's, for God's sakes, it's the Mario of Xbox. It's possibly, definitely in the conversation, possibly the greatest first-person shooter ever. Possibly. Because because of the time in which it came out and the precedent it set for first-person shooters. You got to remember, before the original Halo, which came out, I want to say in either 2000 or 2001, whichever year the original Xbox came out, which was obviously the first generation Xbox, this was the game it came with. And before that game, outside of a PC, you didn't play console-type games that had first-person shooter capability to the degree a console could have prior to this, unless you played on a PC. And even then, the graphics weren't as good as what Halo 1 was, as good as what Halo 2, because Halo 2's graphics were incredible for the time. They were unbelievably elite. Even to this day, you would think that game came out in the late 2000s. No, that game came out in 2004. The graphics were immaculate. I played that game all through high school, because I don't think Halo 3 came out until like 08 or 09, something like that, if not 2010. And Halo 2 absolutely dominated. Me and my friends would play all the time. We'd bring our Xboxes to and from each other's. We would system link. We'd play on multiple TVs. We would play all these random maps that would come out. We did it all, man. We'd campaign multiple times. We'd try to beat it on Legendary, which was impossible. We could never get past a certain point on Legendary. You know? And so, like, when I saw Master Chief was coming back, I was like, oh yeah, that's like a no-brainer. You have to get the Master Chief. You have to get the Halo skin. Because if you don't get the Halo skin, you're never going to see it again. And on top of that, the nostalgia is crazy. What's also crazy is since Halo is a first-person shooter game, whenever you're playing with Master Chief in the game, it's as if you're playing with your own guy, because everybody's playing with a different Master Chief. So back in the day, when you'd play Halo and you'd see someone else playing as Master Chief, because you're either Master Chief or an alien. I think you either play as an alien or Master Chief. I forget how Halo goes. It's been a long time in regards to character and who you were. But you would only see other people playing as Master Chief. So when you see yourself playing as Master Chief, it's kind of trippy. As somebody who's older, I can't speak for younger kids, but for me, whenever I'd play multiplayer and I'd see another Master Chief running around, it's generally because I'm trying to shoot at them. So like when I'd see myself in third person, I'm like, real quickly the nostalgia kicks in and I'm like, that's just for like initial glance. You get used to it, it's fine, it's no big deal. But it's like the nostalgia portion of it is like, you're not used to seeing Master Chief like that from when you were younger, because if you saw another Master Chief, that meant you were facing someone else. I think only older people can understand that. Younger people have no idea what I'm talking about. But no, Halo's completely legendary. It is a game that defined an era, and the fact that they brought it back, and I know they had this whole thing about a month ago about the Black Master Chief coming back, and like the debate around it, and the people were up in arms, they couldn't get it, whatever. I mean, that's fine. To me, it doesn't matter, as long as they had the original Master Chief, which is what this is. This is the original Master Chief, and it's brilliant. I think it's, the skin brings back so many memories. It just, so many people that I knew who played Halo 1, 2, 3. I think Halo, was there a Halo 4? I can't remember. I played it online at my frat house with all my bros back in the day. I played with all my best friends in high school, middle school. So much laughter, so much intensity, so much fun. Taking consoles to and from each other's houses, like I said, system linking, just the memories, man. If you grew up in the 2000s and you were any kind of gamer, console, whatever, and you didn't play Halo, I don't know who you are, and I don't know what world you were living in, because this was it. This was it. Like, this was the pinnacle. Sure, you could play Call of Duty. Obviously, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, when it came out in 2009, surpassed, I think, a lot of what Halo did from a multiplayer perspective, from just an overall culture and aura perspective. But when it came to the early to late 2000s, like, up until about 2008, 2009, I'd say 2009, really the entire decade was Halo. And if you were playing a shooter game, and if you were playing a really good campaign, a really interesting, down to earth, I think valuable campaign from the standpoint of how you felt when you played the game, you could learn, you could do a lot. There was a bunch of random things you could do. And it was also, compared to today's first person shooters, actually pretty methodical. It wasn't a fast paced game at all. It was actually pretty methodical. And it was intricate. Halo was intricate. And I never felt like it went over the line when it came to violence or when it came to, all the things that people worry about. I always felt like Halo was like the perfect first person shooter, in regards to kids could play it, people could play it. There was no, I mean, yeah, there's violence because you're shooting, but not to the degree in which you would think you would be like, oh yeah, that's like a bad game. No, Halo was just an amazing game. So when the Master Chief first came out for Christmas, I had to get it for all those reasons and all those reasons above. Okay, episode 12 is in the books. Episode 13 will be next here in the coming days. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching all my videos. It's tremendous. Thank you.